Hooray! Ooh. Hello. The Asmerandal. That's Shivan Dragon. That's some random buyback spell. Whoa! Rice Quinn. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. That is Shield Wall Sentinel, and this is like a weird counter spell. Like Mage. Ooh, okay. So the one on the right exiles something temporarily, and its owner may cast it. And if it's an opponent's thing, that costs 2 more to cast. On the left, that is... It's a regrowth spell. So you can get a permanent and an enchantment back, I believe, are the two modes of that. You can do one or both. I'm going to choose Soul Partition. Yeah. That's Mantis Rider. And the other one's the artifact that gives all opponents' creatures -1/-0, but if they ever swing with 4 more creatures, they break the wooden boards. I think it's going to be wooden boards still. I don't know if people are playing Mantis Rider. Damn, really? There's a lot of boomers out there. I'm going to go with the Leonin Bolus. Even though that card reeks. Yeah, this one I don't know. However, the one on the left does look cooler. What? No. That's a Rakdos whatever mage versus fucking like Scarab of Protection. That's Dark Prophecy. Whenever a creature dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Wandering Minstrels. I believe there's more Avatar decks than whatever's going on the right there. That's Beseech the Mirror versus Ixali's Diviner. This the one on the left is a 2-mana creature that explores one. The one on the right is like one of the best tutors ever. Thunderclap, of course. I'm surprised that doesn't see more play than Shivan Dragon, honestly. Yep, counter a creature spell. Soul Partition. I am shocked by the Mantis Rider. Merchant Ship. Wow, that card sucks so bad. Whoa. Guffy Joss. Thank you for the prime sub. And starting a scam train. I got my deck slot for today, right? Is it possible for me to go first since I have some dinner guests coming in like an hour? Yeah, absolutely. We won't take an hour on the daily games, so I definitely got you. Play. This is Dark Confidant. All right. It's 3 creature types. Honestly, just don't feel like watching ads. What do you mean? Whenever this CREATURE or ANOTHER. Is this the same size word? Yes. Dies. Don't subs go ad free? Yeah, they do. Whenever you Hmm. Is there a new crossword? I don't think so. Yeah, we've already done this one. For the sake of time, I'm going to guess E. Wow, so this is shocking. There's no, it's not an elf. So this is Whenever. Whenever this Creature or Another. So I believe this is the same word. No, God, it can't be God. God wouldn't be first in a line of creature types. What could this be? Hmm. This one's tough. And I feel bad because this is a very specific looking text box. So this is a mechanic with like a cost tied to it. Right? Yeah, orc would make sense. Artif. It's not an elk. Yeah, it's an orc. Or it could be an orc. I don't know. Oh. Whenever this creature is TAPP, no, not tapped. So this is or another. Whatever this word is. Yeah. Well, not becomes tapped. BECOMES. Oh, becomes tapped. No, but this isn't tapped. My guess is that whenever this creature or another, this word, this is the same length and type. CREAT. This isn't creature, chat. Why wouldn't it just, if it said whenever this creature or another creature, why wouldn't it just say whenever a creature you control? Whenever this creature or another CREATU, not like this isn't creature. It's the same word here, I feel. This is the same word as this. So this is a creature type it is referring to. So what is this then? Warrior. Yeah, warrior, my favorite word that ends with E, Scuffy Josh. Is this a real card or made up card? Dude, if they're putting made up cards on the Spellify hard mode. What do you mean? Is this a made up card? Oh, let's put my custom card on this fucking Spellify hard mode. That'll really show them. Oh, you know what? I think that's really... Why is this capitalized? Zombie! Okay, okay, okay. Orc, zombie, something. Whenever this... Z-O-M-B-I... Yeah, so this is zombie. Whenever this creature or another zombie you control, E-N-T-E-R-S, it's not destroy. Whenever this creature or another zombie you control enters. God, I need Jared. Create a... Oh, this is, This isn't the zombie Colossus or anything. Create a zombie... No. Because it's... So this has to be create. Create a something token. But... Ooh, it could be a core. Because this isn't a creature token. Is this a Phyrexian? No, it isn't. It doesn't incubate. Create a... Because it would say colorless something token, right? Like it would include a color. T-O-K-E-N. G-R-E-E-E-N. No, so... Correction is usually first, yeah. A tapped treasure token. Oh, a tapped treasure token. So this isn't zombie. R-O-G-U-E, rogue. This is, it's pirate or rogue. Yeah, whenever another pirate enters. It's an orc pirate. Whenever you S-A-C-F-R-I-C-E this is something freebooter. Oh yeah, the capital E, I got it. Okay, don't spoil it, chat, don't spoil it. I'm just trying to think about fucking pirates. It's not legendary, which is what's tripping me up the most. Yeah, the capital E is fucking me up. What fucking pirates are there? Here, I'm gonna hit this with the O-beam. Yeah, orc. Are card types capitalized? Okay, E-N-C-H-A-M-E-N-T. Yeah, so this is enchantment. This card's weird. Why does it mention enchantments? Hener. No, not escape. This is enchantment. That word is not enchantment. EQUIPE. I think so. It's equipment. Each treasure is an equipment. Treasures you control are equipment. Okay, yeah. You can equip pirates with your treasures. Fuck, I do not know what this card is. Why would I ever equip a treasure when I can use it for beautiful mana? I don't think I'm ever getting this card. Yeah, Buccaneer. It's 2 Cs. Hmm. No, you spoiled it. What's up, gamer? You can't do that. I wouldn't have gotten this right. I would have never, ever, ever gotten this right in a million years. So it doesn't matter anyway. All right, we're scrambling. Okay, like objectively, listen. I would want to eat the one on the right more, but people are cowards and would rather eat double cheeseburger. So I'm gonna vote with my heart. What was the lighting on the right? I don't know. It was lit poorly. Sensational popcorn. Or the world's worst. Dude, the popcorn's sensational. Why wouldn't you vote for sensational popcorn? Cheddar box or cheeseburger flavor pie? Okay, like objectively, if I'm with a friend, I would rather split the thing on the left. Hot honey chicken and chip or a 15 fucking pound cheeseburger and fry. Dude, I would go right every single time, but I think these people are stupid. Like, they're gonna vote for this one because it's a burger. Okay, thank God. Stadium dog! A red-necked stint. I'm not eating that fucking bird. Free from the air. Okay, Scrandle. What? Okay, that one's a troll. Yeah, I'd rather bite the head off a bird than fucking eat a hot dog. I'm gonna vote for the Boro burger. This shit looks a little dry. Chili cheese chips. Mini gluten-free chocolate brownie. Dude. Chicken tikka and chips or big bag of salted peanuts. I want those. I want the tikka. We're back with the hot honey and chip versus God's smallest hot dog. Okay, the fish on the left, it's gonna taste better than this, but people are scared of fish. Are you shitting me? Okay, I'm proud. I'm happy. Doner pie, doner kebab. I want the kebab. Oh. Okay, well, we have deck reviews to do now. We're out of daily games. Ooh. We have a Teysa Karlov deck by Nev. Oh, actually, we had someone who wanted to go first. Who was it? Did you ever review a Shilgangar deck? Yes. It was Rice Quinn. Rice Quinn, you did not link me the deck. Oh, look at my deck. You have to find it. You have to go through every URL possible on Moxfield before you're allowed to review it. But we will do the Teysa Karlov deck next. Ooh. This classic Emic Selk graveyard stuff. I know there's basically only one way to build Emic, and I'm trying not to reinvent the wheel. Like a game plan, I would like to keep Lord of the Pit / Kirik / Shinga but can we convince out of it? I don't want to overly tutor, but I'm aiming for bracket 3. This deck feels okay, but needs a little cleaning up. I feel like my ratios are a bit off. Okay. So we are a beautiful Worst Fears deck. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less to cast. Whenever one or more opponents lose life, you may cast target instant sorcery spell from your graveyard. Okay. I am surprised we're not currently on Shieldred. I imagine that's a... Why is it... It isn't a budget thing. Like, I feel like Shieldred is very good. Also, I get what you mean, reinvent the wheel. I get it. I'm just jamming Shieldred. No, Shieldred's not in there. Shieldred's in there now. Okay, okay, let's just start by saying I do not like Yawgmoth's Will. Your commander literally already lets you cast spells in the graveyard. Can I ask, what's like the god Yawgmoth's Will in this deck? Like, what is the best Yawgmoth's Will you can perform in this deck? Yeah, exactly. You cast Yawgmoth's Will for 3, and then you go, aha, everything in my graveyard costs 2 less. I'll go Arcane Signet. I'll Confounding Riddle, draw a card by tapping my Arcane Signet. Pass. And it's like, that's not that good. Also, I really don't like triple black in a 2-color deck. I think maybe instead of Underworld Dreams, you should maybe be just doing like Fate Unraveler. Fate Unraveler is pretty good at doing some stuff, and it's only 1 mana more, but you get a blocker. Okay. Okay, I don't know if I like Scion of Hallister, but it mills me. I think I want to see Frantic Search instead, which is there. Okay. Okay, this is like... Secrets of the Dead to me in this deck is like... It's the most win more thing ever. Hear me out, guys. I'm going to use my cards twice. I'm going to ramp them out of my graveyard with the Emic Selk, which makes them cheaper. When I ping you, guess what? On top of all that, I'll draw a card. After you spent 3 mana, you've jumped through every single hoop, you've gotten a flashback off Emic Selk, and you get to draw another card. Oh no, like I don't know. That seems like so much work. I think I want to see God, what's the name of the Kumbaj witches? There you go. We got it right. 1 damage to any target and 1 damage to target of an opponent's choice. So you go like, hey, want to ping his Llanowar elf and I'll ping him in the head? And they go, okay. All right, so what next? Is the eternal question. Probably more lands. You're a very high mana curve deck. I'm gonna add a Lorien Revealed. And like Malakir Rebirth. Someone goes, kill Emmett Selk, and you go, ping you in the head, target Malakir Rebirth, Emmett Selk, come back. Are we wish clawing to worst fear someone? I think so. How many lands do you recommend for an average commander deck? 40. This deck has 40. It has 32, but 39 including MDFC and Lorien Revealed. Yay! I love playing mono black. Okay. The Morb. Yes, you are. You will be in today. I opened your deck at the beginning of the stream. I'm happy you're here. Great. So mill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll pay 3 life. Let's get our land drop. I think here I'm just passing though. Also, on top of this, I printed your whole Cormella deck. I hope not in its current form, because its current form, it sucks. I say that, I almost won my last game with it, but still, like, it sucks. All right, chat. Fact or fiction? What's the pile? We have Mana Drain, Swamp, Confounding Riddle, Whirlwind Denial. No, I put all the mana rock back. Good. Because Jesus Christ. Although, last time I played Cormella, I almost won the game with 4/4 elementals off that shitty 7-mana sorcery. Like, I was like, I'm never going to cast this while I was putting it in the deck. I'm just going to discard it to make a treasure. Nope, I cast it that game, and I almost killed the whole table with 4/4s. After I, like, Clone Legion myself, like, 3 times. It wasn't Magma Opus, dude. It was Creative Outburst, or, like, something like that. It was this one. Yeah, Elemental Masterpiece. Like, turn 6, I had 8 elementals in play. Because I went this into Clone Legion next turn. And then I copied the Clone Legion off of a Sunken Palace. So I had 8 4/4 elementals. Like, this spell did 30 damage that game. Like, if my opponent to my right didn't luckily top deck Cyclone Summoner and cleared my board, I would have won off of that card. Anyway, chat, this is beyond the point. What's my piles? Fact or fiction me? Mana Drain Swamp. Then rest. Yoink. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, mama. 1, 2, 3. Think. I mean, I think here I'm just passing. Hold up Soul Shatter, Whirlwind Denial, and you just go boop, boop, boop. Whirlwind Denial. Counter your spell. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rough return. Okay, if I went... Who would this work on? Hey, I'm going to attack you with Emmett Selk. I'm going to flashback Worst Fears. It's not going to be on you, though. And then I do it on someone else. I think we're going to ditch an island. I do like counting Ancient Excavation as a land. Some people disagree with basic land cycling 2 being a land. And that is true for a lot of decks. I think for a slow-ass control deck like this, though, you are allowed to take two off. Like, you're good. Yeah, I'd take that if you also don't swing at me. Oh, with their board? Yeah, that would be fun. I think Malcolm. This feels like a Malcolm kind of brew. It's a evasive, like, hitter that can hit your opponents. It loots shit into the graveyard. And then it starts cheating. It just cheats later. So, like, even if Emmett Selk gets nuked from orbit, you still just cheat. Do you think I'm closing out games enough with this? With Worst Fears? Yeah. With Shieldred, Fate Unraveler, Scrawling Crawler, Peer into the Abyss? Yeah. With Wheels? Yeah. Like, you are. Don't worry. You're fine. You're good. You don't gotta worry about that, pal. You're fine. Torment of Hailfire? Am I closing this game, Willem? My Torment of Hailfire and Exsanguinate? Yes, you are. Oh, good. In fact, I don't even know if you need Torment. I would you should run Dark Pact. You should run Eldritch Pact. Eldritch Pact is so much funnier. Sorry for mentioning this, but I took apart the Rafine deck you looked at in the past. I don't. Why would I care about that? You consider Camaro a bracket 2 or 3 right now? It's a 2. I don't care what you think. I don't care what anyone thinks. This is a 2, and if this is not a 2, Color me surprised. Now it's a 2 that works really well at 3, but that's because I'm mostly winning by cloning your shit. Where's the main? That's kind of also why I don't like Torment in this deck. Versus Eldritch Pact, target player draws X card and loses X life for X number of cards in their graveyard. If you just like traumatize someone in this deck, or you have Mesmeric Orb for 3 turns, this just kills someone. This is 7 mana, target player loses the game. You attack with something else next turn, then it's 5 mana, someone loses the game. Yeah, it's Hyper Budget Showdown on Slatubrious Snail. I'm happy to see that Sunken Palace is in your deck, by the way. Ooh, mama. Polluted Delta. Oh, we already have the Surveil land. Let's just Surveil then. Crawling Crawler. I'm a graveyard that guy. The Morb is here. Pass. Unwind. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I unwinded. 1, 2, 3. Dink, dink, dink. Counter your spell. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Oops, we're milling 3 more. Okay, here's Emmett Selk. Boop. 1, 2. Oop. 2, 3, 4. Draw this card. Oh, good heavens. Oh, good heavens. All right, let's Polluted Delta. Watery Grave. We would love to see more of that, Alec. That's not under my control. Much as I wish it was. It's not under my control. Okay, so here's like the main issue where it's just like, it does not feel like we can get damage in. Like, I know we could tap 4 and like flashback like a 3 mana 1-drop. Exile instant or sorcery spell. Okay, here's what you do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Traumatize someone who isn't you. Next turn, you go, yo, what's up, bro? I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna kill that guy. The guy I just traumatized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Traumatize that person. Like, that just kills them. All right, I'm seeing a little bit of an issue. I don't really like this Jin Gitaxias in here. I like the Jin Gitaxias a lot with Rule of Laws. That makes it really funny. All right, I don't know if I like, Cabal Coffers kind of makes sense, but we don't have like a lot of land tutoring. So hear me out. We don't even have Urborg. Wait, what? Anyway, I'm gonna add 2 deserts to your deck. Sunscorched Desert is hilarious. You play this, does 1 damage to target a player. You do your opponent. Oh, I can cast something from my graveyard. There's also ID2, the Crime Land Desert, Soured Springs. This one enters tapped, but enters tapped, does 1 damage to target opponent. Oh, trigger. Emerald Selk, you lost life this turn. Even then, I feel like you can like maybe like go down Academy Ruins. Like, I don't, not a lot of these are that good anyway. And then you can go up something like a Nightshade Harvester. Right? Whenever a land enters, an opponent controls enters, that player loses 1 life. And then you put a counter on Nightshade Harvester. Or your mana value is really high. So what you can do is run something like Keen Duelist. I love you, Sheldon, but I like the girl more. Speaking of your upkeep, you and target opponent reveal the top card of your library. You each lose life equal to the mana value of the permanent revealed by the other player. And then you put the cards into your hand. So you do this for 2 mana. You get Emmet Selk down. You untap upkeep trigger. Ding, an opponent lost life. What I like to run with Keen Duelist, by the way, is we can cut Dire Sight. This card sucks. It's fine, but it's a little mid. So you cut Dire Sight. And probably something like I think it's see, this is where it gets kind of tough. Maybe Hullbreaker. And then you go Brainstorm, Brain Surge. Ash Barrens is another cycle. Or shuffle, rather. Fabled Passage. Right, just a couple more shuffles for these effects, so they're just good on their own. But also, these let you stack the top card of your library for the Keen Duelist. Right, imagine on your end step, I go Brainstorm or Brain Surge, draw 4. Put Eldritch Pact, Worst Fears on top. Nuke you for 8. Misleading Signpost is fine. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of... Like, I would run it if this was a 5-mana card and I needed 3 rock. Okay, we're Island Cycling Lorien revealed for Surveil under City Sewer. One, two. Wishclaw. Under City Sewer. Graveyard. Orcish Bowmaster. Here's Ash Barrens being goaded. Yeah, so we're able to Rug of Smothering here, hold up Mana Drain. Oop, just countered your 5-drop. Anyway, here's Wishclaw Talisman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, fucking Worst Fears your ass. I get, like, Frantic Search or something. I don't know. Anyway, gave myself back Wishclaw during your turn. Like, this is doing stuff. Fourth! Thank you for the tier 1. I think this deck's good to go. All right, Nev. As promised, you're next. Oh heavens, what a list. We must read the blurb. Typical aristocrat drains wins. Previously, I had trouble dealing with a lot of counterspells or interaction, so I added some silence effects and more interaction of my own. Based. Okay, great. Consistency was an issue before, so I added more card draw. Yeah, more draw included more pieces instead of payoffs. I'm trying to continue making this deck fly under the radar until I build an engine to go for the game. Ideally, no cards that make the table groan massively or create an unfun game experience, except for the occasional Grave Pact or something. Ideally, no combos. Okay, no additional combos. So you're fine with the combos you're already running. Okay. Just further improvements in consistency while making the deck more fun. In considered situations I've faced with a life gain deck or something that would make drain unviable. I don't have a lot of EDH experience, so I would like an expert take on that. Okay, first things first. My ass is not an expert. And also, let's move these sideboard cards out of here. So this is too few lands. I run an Aristocrats deck. It's very tempting to run fewer lands. This is just not that good of a practice, though. I'm happy to see Living Death already in here. Thought Vessel just makes me want to puke. You need to not be on that. Hey, you better not be on fucking Reliquary Tower. Okay, you get to live another day. We're in the Soul Ring. Nah, Soul Ring's very good. If someone's already a Soul Ring gamer, I don't try to take them off it. Path to Exile, low-key reeks and is not good. Fracture, I'm a little middling on. I'd much prefer, yeah, English Unmaking. And even Generous Gift. Although you can, deceptively, you can run Thraben Charm in this deck to great effect. Just because you are so creature heavy. Sadistic Hypnotist, you literally were like, don't add any groan-worthy cards. Sadistic Hypnotist is probably the most groan-worthy win con for a tokens deck. This shit is actually fucked up. Like this, but it's removable. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's removable, chat. Let me, hang on, wait. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to swing with my Voice of Victory. Which I saw in here. Yeah, Voice of Victory. Voice of Victory. Earthbending doesn't target artifacts unless it's with Toph. It was a mono blue deck, so where do I put the metal bending? Where do I put Toph in my mono blue deck? Oh yeah. Okay, swing with my Voice of Victory. Okay, great. I now have 2 more tokens. Anyway. Like, nah. Fuck that card. Low key, fuck that card. I actually don't really. I know Sifter's. I'm thinking of Smothering a Bomb. I like Sifter. And there's Pawn. Path, but not swords. Taking of Path seems fine, but not swords. I don't. The swords is not in the deck. What does the evil card do? You sack a creature, target player discards 2 cards. I'm actually not a big fan of like greedy freebooter stuff. Nested Chamber can be cute, but not in this deck. I'm not a big fan of Doom Travelers in general. As in, why not run it? Because it's also just not that good in this deck. Like, I would rather there be an Accursed Marauder. Right? Like, this is way more on theme. It gives you death triggers. It removes the thing that has indestructible still. Like, I don't know. It just seems like more on theme. Even Solitude would be more on theme. But this deck's predominantly black. What is the card called? Oh, Attrition? Yeah, Attrition's fucked up. That card's also really evil. I don't know if I like running actual silence. I'd prefer all of your silences be on creatures. Like, I think you already have enough silences. Doesn't Taysom make Doom Travelers decent? Okay, here's a question for you all. How many of you would play 1 black mana for an Afterlife Tour in Commander? 1 mana, it makes 2 tokens with flying. When it dies. So, okay, we have a bit of a mixed reaction in chat here. There's a few yeses, there's a few nos. I think there are some decks that would want that, but generally speaking, what this translates to in this deck is it's 1 mana. Each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life. Because you're draining with it. I find it difficult to find non-token creatures to sack, so I included all these cheap sack fodder. Okay, so see, I built my aristocrat deck around non-token sacrificing. So like you need like 9 lives familiar. Reassembling skeletons, always the goat as well, which you already have. But 9 lives familiar is awesome. Yeah, blood gas is already in. Forsaken Miner adds another combo to the deck, which this person doesn't want. Ooh, I do like Timeline Color. Elk, can you look up Axebane Stag? Why did I do this? Oh, fuck you. That's funny. That was a good, yeah, that was a good one. It's a 6/7. Oh yeah, okay. So Prowling Guy's Catcher needs to be in your deck yesterday. Green to black. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, exile it. If that creature was a token, you put a counter on this. When it leaves the battlefield, return each card exiled with it to the battlefield under your control. No additional combos, but how about exchanging a combo piece for the miner that combos with Sephiroth? Like, I would have to cut Phyrexian Altar and Worn Soul Trader to put Forsaken Miner in this deck. All right, let's add Sajiri's Shelter. Malakir Rebirth. One more land, I feel. Kokusho in this day and age? Kokusho's good. What the fuck are you on? Kokusho is no longer relevant in Commander. No, that thing's gained fucking 30 life in this deck. Bastion? Bastion is not a land. Is there Phyrexian Tower? Yes, there is. Let's add a, we could do like a little Sand Scout action. I think that is actually what I want to do. Sand Scout in, Arid Archway, Lazotep, Quarry, Shefet Dunes, if near Deadlands, Scavenger Grounds. And then we can cut Plains, Swamp. There we go. So what I just added here was Sand Scout, iconic elk card. You can get Arid Archway if you have a way to recur Sand Scout the first time. Because this bounces a land. It goes up a mana but not up a land. So the catch-up ramp is still on. I also added 2 mana fixing swamps, deserts rather. So you could get either Shefet Dunes or if near Deadlands if you need black or white. And then you can get Grave Hate with it with the Scavenger Grounds. That is a Grave Hate desert. And then lastly is Lazotep Quarry, which is a sack outlet. First time hearing of Sand Scout, interesting. You do not frequent the stream because I talk about this card every fucking stream. It's so good. This is the best ketchup ramp dork ever. It's not even a contest. Like, this is just so insanely good. And what makes this better than the Thought Vessel you're running too as well is this is a creature you can sacrifice for value. So it literally just does everything. Okay. Cerseer, Esper Sentinel, Carrion Feeder. Maybe like curious farm animals. And 3 mana, you can destroy an artifact or enchantment, and when it dies, you gain 3 life. Why this card? The answer is very simple. It's because of Knights of Sun to Aurea, aka Ranger Captain of Eos. Lets you search a 1-drop. Having a bit of removal in that 1-drop zone is cute. I like it. Yeah, Sand Scout is awesome. I also just don't know if I like Myriad Landscape in this deck, especially since we went down on planes, so now you can't get 2 planes with it. Like, let's just get an Ash Barrens in. Okay, playtest. No, I'm probably not into this. Only black mana, but no, we have Arcane Signet. Yeah, this is keepable. Planes. Arcane Signet, Esper Sentinel. Pitiless Plunderer. 1 black, Accursed Marauder. Treasure. Put that back on top. Why are you an Ash Baron's apologist, Perry Possum? It's literally like the most goated thing in the world. You may cast spells from the top of your library, sacrificing a non-land permanent. 1, 2, 3. Let's sack this non-land permanent. Add token. Treasure. Swamp. Let's sack this non-land permanent. Treasure. Cast spells. Oh, you can't play lands. Womp womp. Damn, this card sucks. My friends think it's bad. Why? That legitimately makes no sense to me. Because Ash Barrens is actually just better than any, like, duel, like tap duel. I think it's better than the first one. Because it can be any color you want, or it can be colorless. Which is just like, it does both really well. Like, if people are... Okay, I gotta ask this, because this will actually make me fucking mad, Perry Possum. Are they running, like, Evolving Wilds in their deck? I love Scryfall.com. Scryfall. Now we're mostly high powered. Okay, that like makes a little more sense. Dude, why is Scryfall shitting itself right now? That's crazy. Okay, so into the pit. It's fine. I think we just kind of ran bad that game. Honestly, I think this deck's like about good. It looks really nice. Urza's Saga gets Skull Clamp or Soul Ring. Yeah, that makes sense. Oop, there we go. Evolving Wilds, everyone. It only took like 3 minutes to search that. Keep in mind, we added lands to this deck, and we still can't fucking find one. I don't really like Call the Coppercoats in this deck. Top. Oh my god, that's the hardest top of my entire life. Whoops. It's only one black man to do that. Nah. I wish we drew more lands this game. Keep in mind, we added lands to this deck. Like, I do not know why people don't add more lands to their deck. Okay, like I said, I really don't like Call the Coppercoats here. Okay, we have Grimhar specs. Morbid Opportunist. Like a Woe Strider. Or Cartel. Aristocrat. I like sack outlets that protect themselves. Okay. I think this is good to go. I used to play 34 lands in normal decks, but now I'm up to 38 on average, and it feels much better. Wait until you're on 40. Wait until you start having 40 lands in your deck, and then, you know. Umbro Collar Zealot is pretty good, but it also doesn't really protect itself, which I don't really like. There's an argument for it, though, because this is a living death kind of deck. Why do you dislike Coppercoats? Too situational? No, not at all. No. Call the Coppercoats makes a fuckload of bodies. However, for the council's consideration, let's go. Let's look at this. This only works with non-token creatures, really. This one sacks, yeah, white creatures. Okay. So like this makes it cute, but here we go. We're gonna get into the wall of non-creature payoffs now. Non-creature payoff. Non-token payoff. Like, I don't know. I just don't like token payoffs anymore. And if I do, it's Ophiomancer, which also makes like blockers you care about. Like, I don't like the 3 mana make like maybe 5 dudes. 3 mana make 5 dudes is fine. It's just not that powerful when you consider that Ophiomancer's 3 mana make 8 million dudes. And like, you have all these recurable that are non-token cards. Like, you just need to sack 1 or 2, 3 things every turn. Okay, do we have Raven here? I think this is the person that, yeah, DM'd me and said, oops, I forgot the deck list. Yep, they did. We have an Anya Falconwrath deck? Only built in paper, but the gameplay is to control by forcing others to sacrifice their creatures. Use Pinnacle Monk type creatures to rebuy my Dance Macabre type spells and reanimate beaters. Plus the Pinnacle Monks that have ETB effects. Not looking for a combo win. No budget per se, but no cards over $100, and I like to keep it bracket 3. I'd like the input on whether the fundamental game plan works. Also, any insight on whether or not the deck that people are going to hate playing against. Rakdos draw go control is definitely not salt inducing. Unless you're playing with a real weirdo. Okay, 41 lands is very respectable. I'm excited to see that. Here, let's play test. So we're looking to be bracket 3 yet. We have Solemn, which has me a little bit worried that you might be just a little bit EDH wreckified. Okay, we have Anya, but no Madness cards, which has me immediately a lot more worried. Discard a card, draw a card. Let's get rid of Blood for Bone. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. I'm Silly Lacrum. View library. Swamp. Think. Card Felwar Stone, draw a card. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Combustinut Gear Hulk. Chat, do you want me to nuke you or do you want me to draw 3? Okay, you take 8 damage. See, you have Iron Mirror. Okay. I've seen enough. Poo-poo UFO, Walking Atlas, Iron Mirror. Why are we ramping on 2? We have a ramp on 2 fetish. Okay, like we have big things, I suppose. Do we just run no Madness cards? What's happening? I want to light the Red Dragon, but there's better things that do that. Inferno Titan, same story. Like, this is a sneak attack deck. Let's sneak attack these things. Hey, Dire Sight. A lot of these cards just feel like very poor payoffs. Okay, we have too many lands. We can take out 1. Because we have Grave Upheaval as well. Yeah, so the reason why we don't need ramp on 2, we have Anya Falconwrath. We have sneak attack stuff. Like, I like Cursed Mirror. Because that feels like it's trying to do something. I don't know if I like any ramp in this deck. When this dies, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to hand. I feel like that's too slow. That's too slow. Well, Solemn does belong in some decks. Solemn's totally fine in some decks. In this deck, I don't think so. I know what you can do with 0-point Ballad, but I don't like that you lose life with it. I would rather you play Necromantic Selection. Rifle's not responding. Oh god, no. Okay, so Scryfall is down, which is an issue. So what we're gonna do is go to Paste Bin. Scryfall down for maintenance. Oh, just a joyous day to be 3/3 Elk. Okay, so we're gonna hit up Paste Bin. And we're going to make do. Here's what we're going to do, chat. Gatherer is no longer a shitty website. Gatherer is no longer a bad website. So, does this work? Can I oh madness? I can. So, sorted by mana value. Oh god, it'd be so cool if we could put Emrakul in this deck. Anyway, we now have our madness cards at our disposal. So I know the gist of the deck is to buy back instants and sorceries and shit and just do like a little dance. I want you to be on more madness cards. And the reason why is Anya really just becomes so much more effective the more madness you have. So I think I'm going to go down, like, I like the sneak attack plan. I think that's very fun. Kefka doesn't really work well with sneak attack that well in my mind. I like the big creatures that we're going to plan in sawing in half. Yeah, so let's keep everything here. Everything else here is fine. I like the other Pinnacle Monk style creatures you have. Everything there is fine. Where I'm taking issue is with all these cards that don't say madness on them. I think we can do both very well. Yeah, no, it's a Gather is a much better website now. Feed the Swarm. I think that should always be a Withering Torment. I don't think we can add any cards. Oh no, it's back. It's back up. Okay, Warstorm Surge is very mid. Raven Endeavor feels chaotic. Okay. So. Okay, great. We can't search here, but we can search here. So let's do Murderous Compulsion. And this is okay. So this doesn't work, so we're just going to paste bin. So Murderous Compulsion in. That player has no cards in hand. Nah, probably not the best. There's Anya. Big Game Hunter I like a lot. So let's do Big Game Hunter. It also works with the Saw and Half stuff. Terminal Agony. Whenever a source an opponent controls deals damage, lose that much life in this. Yeah, wow. Shadowgrange Archfiend should be in, though. That card's really good. Muckdrub. Do we Muckdrub on them? I think we Muckdrub on them. Hit him with a little Muckdrub action. Could use Fleam. Fleam is not, it's a blue card. You can't put it in a Rakdos deck. What kind of deck are you working on? Anya Falconwrath. I'm sorry, we're doing it a little bit weird because Scryfall's currently down, but bear with me. Avacyn's Judgment's definitely not bad. Neither is Called of the Netherworld. But I think these are the madness cards we go with. Okay, great. Bulk edit. Can I bulk edit in here? Ooh! Oh my god, it works, chat. Hang on, who needs Scryfall? Alright, let's add it back in Infernal Offering. That was kind of fun. It's kind of like a Black Ephemerate. Okay, so we have a few more slots to play with here. I see Volrath Stronghold. And I'm wondering if we could fit like a Mortuary Mire in this deck. And then we can also do Fanatical or oh. What's the name of the Miracle Reanimate guy? Gives a lifelink counter. I always forget his name. The 4/4/1. Metamorphosis Fanatic, thank you. I feel like this is a Faithless Looting deck. As well. Oh, Faithless Looting's already in. Beautiful. So I feel like we need some amount of reanimation. Not a lot. I don't want to overpower the red flicker thing you got going on. So I think, but like a good amount would probably be for the best. I'm just trying to think of the best options. So we don't have a lot of legends, I think so. Oh yeah, no, this is a persist deck. Let's do persist. And you can do victimize. Victimize works with, okay, Victimize is already in. Beautiful. So yeah, persist because you don't have any legends. But why are we bulk at it? Scry falls down. Scruffy off. We have to bulk at it. We can't go through here. I know it's a little bit jarring, but that we either don't stream or we bulk at it. Those are the options. Because Scryfall is currently down. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you with some of my favorite tech for Red Blink. It's going to be Delina. I think Delina is my favorite copier in Magic the Gathering. 4 mana, beginning of combat, you make infinite Pinnacle Monks. Not infinite, but you know what I mean. Also, what's the X spell, double X spell? Something Onslaught. Devastating. Devastating Onslaught's perfect for a deck like this. Create X tokens that are copy of a target artifact or creature you control. Those tokens gain haste until end of turn. Yes, I'll make for 7 mana 3 copies of Scholar of Combustion or you know, a Pinnacle Monk. On an unrelated note, how many calories are an entire pecan pie? Asking for a friend. If I had to guess, probably 1,200. That's what I'm locking in. That reminds me of a question. What if you never roll above a 7? Well, you still get 1 creature every turn. So 3K? Yeah, well, at least 3K sounds a lot more reasonable because it is full of nuts. It's just like when I think of like a really calorie dense food, it's like a cheesecake. There's like a challenge that's like, there's like a challenge or like a thought experiment that was posed to me recently, which was you pick one food and you have to eat 15,000 calories of that food. what food are you picking? And then you get like $5 million if you do it. This is an Anya deck. Fries 100%. I don't know. Hang on, wait. A large McDonald's fries has 510. Well, this is AI slop. I have this turned off on normal. Fries large. Okay. Calories times or divided by 15,000. Can you eat 18 McDonald's large size? Sorry, 19. 19 large McDonald's fries. This is how my grandma got diabetes. Don't fuck around with the large fucking 62-ounce M&M peanuts. This shit, let's play guess the calories. How many calories is in this thing? It's 6,000 calories. No more. It's 62 ounces. It's 140 calories per ounce. 140 times 62. It's 8,000 calories. You would have to eat 2 of those and you'd be set. If you ate 2 of these things, you get $5 million. I think I'd throw up. I think M&Ms are the easiest thing to eat. Someone pointed out like fucking large Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. The 10-inch original. This is the default cheesecake. Allergy information. Where do we see calories, dude? Why are they hiding this shit? One serving of the cheesecake is 803, but how many servings are there in a cheesecake? I think it's 10 slices. I think the original is 10 I think it's 8,000 calories for a cheesecake. Anyway, we're really off topic. Okay, where Scryfall's back to. I've successfully distracted everyone. Deals 4 damage to target creature. I'm willing to run an Alchemist greeting. Why not? Why no? That's a lot of snow. I normally like Call to the Netherworld. I don't know how to feel about it in this deck, though. Look at you, it's a damn shame. Yeah, it's like maybe Vidalcan Pariah, but this is not a lot. Are we reviewing decks? Yes, we're currently on Anya Falcon Wrath. Okay, so I do want a source of mana in this deck. I just don't want it to be like 2 rocks. You know what I mean? So what options do we have in that department? Because we need good mana in this deck, but also simultaneously, I am like begging and pleading God to not have to jam 2 rocks in this deck. Rituals. Rituals is a good option. I am not saying no to rituals. I would like something maybe a little better than that. Yeah, but 1 grain of uranium 235 is also not food. Yes. Oh, you're right. I should add Cursed Mirror to this deck. I don't know what it's thinking. Scourge Familiar an option? No, I don't think we go up enough on cards on that exchange. Blood Pet, easy done. Yeah, no. Nuh-uh. Rate of Fire. No. Oh, it might be 2 rocks, but it's so awkward in the curve. I really don't like how 2 mana rocks feel in this deck. I think Soul Ring. Surly Badgersaur. Okay. I'm Bone Miser as well. Very good. Yes, these are things I like. Jesus Christ! Reprint this card now. What's our budget? No cards over $100. I want to keep it budget 3. We're good. Green Goblin. Chat! Chat! Stop suggesting Fleam! Stop suggesting Fleam! The Rakdos Green Goblin. Not Fleam. Okay. We're a little better there. Yeah, let's look at Treasure. Sorry for the crash out. I thought you meant like Norman Osmond. I was like, you motherfucker. Let's find delightful treasure boys to put in this deck. Okay, I feel like I like Charming Scoundrel. It loots, and it can also make a treasure. That's cute. I like that. We're always descending. I don't feel like we're committing many crimes for Magda. I do like Spiteful Banditry. Fire Covenant would be decent. Yeah, like Fire Covenant's fine. For sure. Blood Money in. I've been very impressed with Blood Money. Am I high for wanting to build the bad Zergo as a hit and run burn bonk deck? Okay, what's the bad Zergo? That's my first question. Scryfall is up, by the way. You mean that thing we realized like 6 minutes ago while we were using, and we were literally just using Scryfall? Oh, Bell Striker. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, yes, I am well aware that Scryfall's back. You can also drink 1.7 kilograms of olive oil for the money. Would you want to drink 1.7 kilograms of olive oil? You moron. Are you real? You're not human. God damn, you're gonna get a fucking embolism and die. It's okay, I'll be reached, but there's just better things to do. Just take 2 of the large peanut M&M things. Like, I don't know. That sounds so much more pleasant. Sorry. I don't like Dance Macabre either. Why the heck would you drink that much olive oil? We were talking about something earlier. It's better if you just don't ask questions about it. Okay, thrill of possibility is worse than demand answers. And source. Okay. We need 10 more cards. 10 more cards. How do we feel about Neheb? Like both of them. Dink. Nah, probably just this Neheb only. I like this 4-mana Neheb a lot. Ain't there 3 Nehebs? Yeah, but we don't talk about the Rakdos one. Damn, I wish there was anything remotely as good as Saw in Half. Ugh. What else do we put in this fucking deck? It's tough. Foggy Swamp Visions. Ooh, I see that, yeah. I don't like that it permanently gets rid of the cards, though. Like, what about Wake the Dead? Return X creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Honestly, Bazooka Bog. I do like the idea of Mimic Vat. You got me there. And Living Death. Like, this is the Living Death deck of all time. I do like the Mimic Vat. Ooh, the question is what to include now. Ah! I hate Magic the Gathering. Night's Whisper, like, low-key, not a bad idea. Slots left. If you look at the lower left-hand corner of your screen, you can see that there are 95 cards in the main deck. Yeah, I'm a little Night's Whisper, buddy. What other Grave Hate can we be running here? Random Scryfall card. Monastery Mentor, but like an art I've never seen before. Judge Gift Cards 2019. Wow. O-Tag, Grave Hate, Graveyard Hate. There we go. Immersturm Predator. I do like that concept. Dauntless Scrapbot. Okay, yeah, that's it. You did it. Good job. It is Dauntless Scrapbot. Because it also ramps, which is hilarious. Okay, so Dauntless Scrapbot. We have Rakdos Charm as well to exile target player's graveyard. We have Bazooka Bog, and we have Bogart Trawler. These all support Living Death super well. Incarnation Technique also works. Cauldron Dance is hilarious in this deck. Cling to Dust is very good. It's also just like our mana is already very spread thin. That's my only issue. Rejoin the fight. Mill 3 in your graveyard that hasn't been chosen. Oh, this is fun. Okay, this is a Keen Duelist deck. Parker Luck, Thin Prodder. These are hilarious. Let's run them. All right. Oh, Monument maybe. That's actually a very good suggestion. Probably better than Parker Luck because its art's very ugly. Monument to Endurance. That also makes a treasure token. Wow, yeah, that was such a good suggestion. Great job, person guy. All right. I would not keep this hand. I would keep this hand. Bloodstained Mire. No Raucous Theater is a war crime. It was in the deck. I just misspelled it. Okay, awesome. I'm a genius. Surveil 1. Graveyard. Lightstep Pathway, pass. Mountain. Anya, go. Ooh, that's a sneak attack next turn. So we're going to go 1-2. And then we're going to pass. Discard a card. Murderous Compulsion. Kill your creature. Draw a card. Next turn. Okay. Make a treasure token. Rakdos Canarium. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sneak attack. Canarium. Pick up. Mountain. Pass. Red. Sneak attack. Ardent Elementalist. Return Murderous Compulsion. Discard this card. Draw a card. Discard this card. Draw a card. There we go. Red. Stalking Vengeance. Red. Combustible Gearhulk. Red. Fear of Burning Alive. Okay. Combustible Gearhulk. Do you want to get nuked? I imagine the answer is yes. But also, you're taking 4. And also, you're going to take... Keep in mind, 19 damage is locked in right now. On you. because of Stalking Vengeance. Draw. Peak. We have 1 vote for draw, 1 vote for nuke. Draw or nuke, chat. You have to call it. I can't call it. Nuke. Okay, you take 1 billion. Holy shit. 12 points of damage. This is 12 damage. I have Valgavoth, that's fine. Okay. 1, 2. Monument to Endurance. End step. Take 5. Take 6. Take 4. Still alive. Take another 3. Yeah, that is a draw moment, Chad. Like, I'm not exploding. Okay, the fact that the deck just did that is like a really good sign, by the way. Oh, this is so keepable, it's unreal. I'll be discarding Delina here. Surly Badgersaur. Add token treasure. Discard Terminal Agony. Draw a card. We're also madnessing this, of course. 1, 2, 3. Monument to Endurance. Discard. Discard non-creature, non-land card. Fights up to 1. So we fought something as well. Killed your land or elves. Okay, we are now discarding. Devastating on. No, Onslaught's very good. Let's do Incarnation Technique. Make a treasure token for oh no, draw a card from Monument. Draw a card. That's just fucking unlucky, by the way. That is absurdly unlucky that we're missing our land drop here. Discard Dauntless Scrapbot, draw 2 cards. Five mana, just drop Ilharg, I guess. Okay, discard a card. Make 2 treasures. Draw a card. Attack with Ilharg. Combustible Gearhook comes out. I imagine you sickos want to get burned. So this is 12 damage to you. And then you go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You make 3 copies of Combustible Gearhulk. Do you want to be burned more, chat? I think you can draw this time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was a lot of lands, actually. Anyway, we're going to discard, just these lands. Just making 7 treasure tokens. Thank you, Surly Badgersaur, we all say in unison. Okay, so if we didn't miss our land drop this game, this would have all happened a turn earlier. And now we're like breaching the multiverse and Vicious Shadows, and this shit's getting a little gross. I think this deck is good to go. That was just super unlucky that we missed lands twice because we have like basically 41-ish lands, which is ridiculously high. It feels like, especially with the fucking looter in the command zone, you figured you'd hit like, more than 4 in the top 10. You should play test against board wipes. The fuck you mean? You should play test up against board wipes. Winning in a vacuum at 40 at turn 7 is playing with board wipes in mind, because a real game of Magic takes about 10 turns instead. So if you do, yeah, like I could just be like, okay, I'm getting farewelled this turn, but that just adds a turn. It like I play to win on turn 7 in a vacuum, because that's keeping in mind interaction in board wipes. Like if you're able to glide to turn 6, 7 easily, haha, then you are playing around board wipes. Okay. Beautiful. All right, Scuffy Josh, your turn now. And I know you're here. We have an Extus deck. Okay. Game plan is to do aristocrat shenanigans while looping my 0 Expel CMC creatures out of the grave with my commander's ability. Okay. I see. Non-legendary creature. Ah, okay. And cheap spells, when I built up enough value to start shooting the table with burn or my commander's flip side. I don't really have any cards I don't want to see besides profusely expensive cards. The budget for the deck is around $200 or less. Ignore the fetch shocklands. I proxied those. I will not be taking out Cleansing Wildfire as it's a funny ramp option. I just wanted advice from the Aristocrats King 3/3 Elk. Who the any kinks you find. Okay. So. I once again don't know how to feel about the Solemn Simulacrum. This feels like a fucking insane Grave Pack deck, doesn't it? And you don't have Mayhem Devil? What the fuck are you doing? This is the most Mayhem Devil deck of all time. Okay, really don't like Shadow Flame Conjuring. That's cute. Oh, this card's like cute, I guess, but I don't like Solemn. Like, maybe Dictate's better. Dictate's easier to cast. What I like about Dictate, by the way, is that when you drop these 0 drops, go ding, 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 ding. You go 0 drop, 0 drop, 0 drop, 0 drop. Tons of Glaring Fleshraker tokens. Then you also get tons of Pitiless Plunderer treasures. And then your opponent's creatures die, and Toshira goes, oh, great, return instants from your, cast them now. Sawblade Skin Ripper is very good. I do like Sawblade Skin Ripper a lot. Is there like an instant that just like returns to your hand whenever a creature dies? I wish. Anyway, I do like all the 0-0 stuff you have going on. I really do feel like you need like at least Agent Venom in addition to the Grim Horror specs and stuff. Although you could also do no. The commander isn't a wizard. So Harmonic Prodigy doesn't work very well here. Cards like Thrill of Possibility that discard for no cost. Why are we caring about discarding? I'm just gonna playtest this. This is actually a really bad hand to keep. Huh. Wow, I really don't like that. I know it's for the fucking stupid bullshit, the cleansing wildfire stuff, but like, wow, that's really bad. Living Death. Your additional cost cards back if it's a creature. Oh, that's cute. We've made Nice Whisper, but bad. Like, I don't know. Like, this is a Nice Whisper that only works when my commander's out. It's like, I don't know if that's where you really want to be. We should have played the tap land turn 1, FYI. Hooray. Buried Alive, baby. Let's just draw 2 cards. We don't have double black. Westville Abbey's fucking us. Your mana is dog shit. I don't know what else to say. Or your mana is really bad. Command Beacon. Let's get a little real. We're at a graveyard deck. Caves of Koilos. Already in. Sort USD. Yeah, I was noticing that when I was goldfishing that I'd be color screwed, and you're like, that's fine. And you're like, I'm okay with that. I don't need to cast my spells anyway. Okay. Draw. Dink. Dink. No, that's where you come in. Yeah, I just put the correct lands in. 1, white, black, Extus. Surveil 1. Luminous Broodmoth. Yeah, I'm graveyarding that. 1, black. Night's Whisper. Pick this up. Draw 2. 1, 2. Seance board. Blood. Type Swamp. Chromatic Lantern would go crazy. I think you need to be banned from my YouTube chat. Never suggest that ever again. Here's our Infiltrator. Here's Stonecoil for 1, which I know is sacrilege for this deck. Or actually, let's just drop Midnight Reaper. Dink. Oh, draw a card. Being a Variant Step. Look, something did die this turn. We put a Sans counter here. Next turn. Dink. Shifting wall. Sack this. Add token. Treasure. Draw a card. Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dictate of Erebos. Next turn. Okay, and then here's where you go ham. 1, 2, 3. Toshiro Umezawa. Red, red. Faithless Looting. Return Shifting Wall. Draw 2 cards. Then discard 2 cards. X is 0 Shifting Wall. Oop, but a creature an opponent controls died. Let's Knight's Whisper, says Toshiro Umezawa. Good idea. Let's draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Dink, dink. I have a great idea. Let's return Shifting Wall from my graveyard to the battlefield. Here's Shifting Wall. We also drew another 2 cards off that. All right, great. We wouldn't have made treasure, but... All right, there we go. Dope. We get to trigger Toshiro Umezawa again. Let's do a Faithless Looting. Dink, Faithless Looting. Draw 2. Discard 2. Okay, let's sack Toshiro now. Midnight Reaper. Extus. That just made a bunch of treasure and fucked our opponent's board state. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring back Extus. Bring back Midnight Reaper. Bring back Toshiro. Bring back Shifting Wall. Bring back Stone Coil. With the Send from Avernus. These all come back. I like the charade as well. That's very fun. Okay, so as we can see there, Dictate is like just the best card in your deck. So it kind of blows me away it wasn't in there before. I don't know if I really like the Crackle. Yeah, that probably should just be a Grave Pact. Although that is like we're steadfast approaching budget cap, which does make me a little bit sad because Dictate is just so good in this deck. Has this deck already included Crowd Crypt? No, but it would be very good. I don't know if I like Auric Lord Mage that game. It felt a little too slow. I like the God Eternal Ketra. There has to be like another, like if you cast a creature spell, do something. Are there any cards that discard spells being cast from exile? Think about Hidetsugu, Big Stuff Burn. Not really. It's there's definitely cards that like make treasure when you cast from exile and stuff. Or like do your second spell each turn. You can spend 200. I already have the deck. Oh, I can spend 200. In that case, Grave Pact becomes very tempting. I think this is a Sir Conrad deck. I think that's doing it worse than Agent Venom, which is something we added. Waiting. Solthera the Super Void. Yeah, Solthera is insane. But it doesn't trigger Toshiro, which is what the main deck like kind of wants to do. Like Solthera's not bad, but it's definitely not what this deck like wants. I don't know how badly Haze of Rage. Why are we Haze of Raging? What's the point? Isn't that like fucking 1,000,000 mana too? It's 4. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Magecrafts. Like, if anything, like maybe you would want like instead of Haze of Rage, instead of a Village Rites, do like a plunder the I know he triggers off Storm. Plunder the whatever. What is it called? Plumb the Forbidden. It literally has Extus on the art. They're literally telling you put this in Extus. And besides that, isn't there like Reaping the Graves? That has Gravestorm. Yeah, return target creature card from your hand, Storm. That seems really good. Would Butcher Malakir work? It's also 7 mana. Like, so yeah, it would, but it's also 7 mana. It's like, ugh. 7 fucking mana is so much. I don't really like put Past in Flames going on. Past in Flames is very good with rituals. It's not really good with just like the loops like this. All right, I think you're good to go. All right. Barry, it's time. Karazakar is getting looked at after 3 weeks. Oops. Empty the warrants? No. I think you just have a fundamental misunderstanding of what the deck is trying to do, which is to loop these 0 mana shitters, not to build a giant storm count. Like, it does that. It does build a giant storm count, but it's also trying to make shitters. All right, Barry, are you still here? Oop, I got a DM by Joey Schultz. Yes, 10,000%. Sounds like fun. Me when you are free. Okay. It is Rakdos night. There's been a lot of... You can sack the tokens. I know. That's just not the point of the deck. Okay, so... We have a 2-mana rock fetish here. Razakar wants to drag the whole table down throughout the game, accruing card advantage and controlling the politics while lowering life totals. This used to work, but my meta's shifted now, and he's getting too slow and vulnerable since casting him a second time costs 7. We want a good old-fashioned battlecruiser type game. Don't use too many generically good cards, nor do I want to use insurrection type effects as they went out of nowhere. Either take me down to bracket 2 or stay at 3 and find a way to consistently keep the core Karazakar game plan. Feel free to roast me for some of my generically good choices. I use Shielded and Bowmasters because I pulled fancy packs for arts from packs. Yeah, like, okay, like Shielded makes a lot of sense. Like, I'm not shitting on you for Shielded. Like, Karazakar kills your ass. You are dying when Karazakar's in play. However, I don't like Wheel. I don't like Wheel. Your hand's constantly full. What you're doing is refilling your opponent's hand and losing. And then this top end is very slow. This top end isn't slow. Yeah, okay. So mostly what it's coming down to here is like I don't like Assault Suit, Gilded Lotus, Sword, Rakdos Keyrune. Like, why are we on all of these goddamn rocks when we should be setting up the board? Like, that's the main thing with Karazakar is like, instead of doing this, we should be building up a board of creatures that can support Karazakar when he comes down. Use your first 2. Don't ramp. 4 turns, establish Rakdos hate bears. And then turn 5, you start turning those hate bears into cards. Play Karazakar like Timna. Seize the day. Too greedily, too deep. Okay, I'm liking everything else here. So. I like Sonic Screwdriver, but this feels like the best. Okay, why are we on Exquisite Blood? Oh, because they lose a life, then you... No, let's not do that, actually. Sure, these can stay. All right, so... let's go ham now. I also don't like Dark Ritual. I like Dark Ritualing out rocks, but... So... yeah, Slicer is really good in this deck. Slicer and Alexios should have been in yesterday. And in fact, Alexios is better than Slicer. Because Alexios is 4 mana. Yeah, I think you only run Alexios just because it works better in the curve. Malakir Rebirth's already in. Let's do is MDFC. Let's do Sundering Eruption. Bogart Trawler. I like it because it's a creature. Hell, let's add the Menace creature. Type Menace. It's like a rogue. Mana value 3 type land. Yeah, Blackroom Rogue. Like, let's add this as a land. It's a Menace creature that can swing with Karazakar and play like this. Actually isn't that bad. Wait. What does Armin do? Sacrifice another creature artifact, draw a card. Okay, so for 5 total mana, I've turned a 2 mana rock into a card. That shit sucks, dude. All right. Azra Oddsmaker feels pretty on theme. Choose a creature, discard a card. If it hits someone, you draw 2. Loyal Apprentice is one of my favorites. I love this one. Right? Loyal Apprentice makes a stupid Thopter every turn. Quarcy Revenant. Ooh, I do like the Quarcy recommendation. That is fun. Kind of hate the Universes Beyond card, Alexios. Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, I didn't even add Slicer. I took Slicer out. I don't know how to spell Quarcy. Quarcy, there we go. Elturel Survivors, that doesn't work. Razorkin Needlehead. That does kind of work, but it also disincentivizes attacking and makes you a lot more annoying. That's actually kind of like why I'm low-key not into Orcish Bowmaster a little bit. I think it's good enough to run. You should be running this because it makes 2 bodies. But main thing is, Orcish Bowmasters makes you a lot more of a threat than not. The commander is UB. D&D is not UB. I second this. Bad with names is correct in YouTube chat. I don't consider D&D UB. But hear me out. If you consider D&D UB or not UB, if you are excluding D&D from UB because it's another Hasbro property, you should exclude Transformers. I'm just facts. It's just facts. If you're excluding D&D, you gotta exclude Transformers. Them's the rules. How do you guys feel about Slaughter Specialists? Oh, it's already in. Lol, Furby too. Yeah, Furby is canon. Okay. I exclude it because D&D is based. Okay, so Blood Kiss is fun. Death Kiss. It's also Beholder. Fiendish Duo as well. Should probably be him. What are we looking for? What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, Cabal Coffers also isn't a land. So hang on, we added like 2 or 3 lands to this deck, and you also just had Cabal Coffers, which is not a land. That's crazy. The Expedition map. Can get a Reborg or Cabal Coffers for the deck. We're looking for good cards for the deck. Thank you, Gnarlies. Maybe this is also a Delina deck. Wait, hang on, chat. Are we cooking with Delina? Caustic Bronco. Could be fun. The map is good. What? Why is the map bad? What do you mean the map? Huh? Why are you? You're questioning Expedition map? Banned and Popper? No, well, it's been unbanned now, but once upon a time, banned and Popper, modern playable. Expedition map. You're questioning this one? I think you're a silly goose for that one. What do you guys think about IR's Oathsworn? This card's slow as fuck, but it's hilarious. Would you consider Virtus the Veiled and other life having effects? I don't think so. I think those are better non-blockable decks. What I would consider is more redirect. So like Bolt Bend. Like Bolt Bend should be in here. Damn, Foundations is also $4. Urza's Cave Vesuva when I play the coffers. I think Vesuva makes you a greedy motherfucker. I think Cave is a lot more interesting. Unstoppable Slasher. Okay, I like that one. Unstoppable Slasher, but if you add chat, I need you guys to make a blood vow to me. This is deathly important to me, chat. Right hand in the air, everyone. Left hand over your heart. I vow, if I put Unstoppable Slasher in the deck, I will also run Heartless Act. That's the vow you have to make to me. Every time you put Unstoppable Slasher in a deck, you also need to run Heartless Act. You need both. You don't really love Unstoppable Slasher unless you also run Heartless Act in the deck. Is Maximum Carnage worth running? Almost assuredly, yeah. That makes this bracket 4, I think. I think you're just insane, Snowing Lizard. If you cannot stop an Unstoppable Slasher at 3, that's your problem, not mine.
That is your issue. If I go Unstoppable Slasher Bloodletter and kill you, that's on you, bud. That's on you. It's a 2-card combo. Yeah, if you don't have any fucking blockers by turn 4. Yeah, it's a 2-card combo. Yeah, it's a 2-card combo. It's called the Abyss. It's called the Abyss. Is this card bracket 4? It's called have a blocker, idiot. If you don't have a blocker by turn 4 and you lose to that, it's just like that's your fault. Like that's just on you. Because this has to hit you in the head. Unstoppable Slasher. It needs to deal combat damage to you. It doesn't have any evasion. It does have Death Touch. Like, that on you. Type 1 in chat if you think it's bracket 4. I do actually care. Type 2 if you think it's 3. This could have been done a lot easier if you do 3 or 4 instead. Yeah, like everyone agrees. This is wow, like it's a unanimous. Now we're back to suggesting bothersome Quaza. I don't like bothersome Quaza. There's 1/5 of the cards you play in this deck will trigger bothersome Quaza. It is objectively 3, but people will get pissed if you get lucky. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm happy if you kill me in that game because it means I did not do anything by like turn 4. Like I deserve that. Don't. You got me. No way it's bracket 1 or 2 though. I definitely agree it's not 2, but it's definitely 3. Let's do Mizzy and Mortars. Blast Furnace Hellkite's too expensive. Like, we don't have any way to reduce that. Because it's like artifact offering. Oh god, I'm so excited for Lorwyn because Bitter Bloom Bear is going to be so good in this deck. Yeah, just imagine. My Twitch lag. Did you respond about braids? I don't think braids. Yeah, that's fine. Like 3-mana braids is good. 4-mana braids is also good. It's just like it's not that big of a deal. Deathbringer Thoktar. I've never heard of in my entire life. Whenever another creature dies, you put a counter on this creature. Remove a counter from this creature as 1 damage to any target. Ooh, I mean that is pretty decent, but it's also 6 fucking mana. It's also 6 trillion mana. Compromise for Bitter Blossom for now. I mean, yeah. Bitter Blossom is something I can get behind in this deck. Pain Magnification. This is the one that makes him discard, right? Nah. Not into it, no. Oh, what about Obnix? It's already in. What about Valgavoth? Whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during each of their turns, you put a counter on Valgavoth, draw a card. You and the attacking player each draw a card, lose a life. It triggers Valgavoth. Valgavoth's also just a flyer that, like, hits people. Like, wait, chat. What about Jadar? Jadar makes a free attacker every turn. It's very similar to Loyal Apprentice in that way. But Tribe Suva, High Market Coffers, Command Tower, etc. Legion War Boss. Yeah, like a Legion War Boss would be pretty good. Is Legion War Boss the best one, though? I'd rather have a funny thing instead of Valgavoth, but maybe I'm being unreasonable. Valgavoth is a funny thing. What the fuck are you talking about, huh? Like, it's literally the perfect, like, on-curve play into your commander. You draw 6 cards per turn rotation. I don't know. I think that's pretty funny. It closes games. It turns into a giant beater. I think Valgavoth's unfun when it's your commander. It's just too perfect. This card's too good. This card has too much synergy with my deck, chat. I can't run it. What do you mean? It's not even like a good stuff card. Like, you need to build around Valgavoth, and this deck does it perfectly. Oh, let's do Emperor Bones. Emperor Bones. Emperor Bones, because you can also, like, fake pump the adapt. Like, you can't block with anything tough, just 4 or less with Emp. Play this. Draw. Barad-dûr. Next turn. Mountain. Roxa. Command Tower. Black Boom Rogue. Next turn. Dink. Shadow Spear. 1, 2, 3. Azra Oddsmaker. Choose Black Boom Rogue. Swing at the creature, the person who only has 1 blocker. Draw 2 cards. Well, we discarded Mountain, by the way. Next turn. Swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Karazakar. Beginning of combat. Discard Rogue's Passage. Choose Black Boom Rogue. Swing, swing. Draw 2. Draw. Next turn. Overload Mizium Mortars. Discard Archfiend of Despair. Dink. That looked pretty good. Okay, you have Infamous Cruel Claw. You need, and I mean this, like, underscore underlined, you need Arena of Glory. This is a non-negotiable Magic the Gathering card in your deck. You need Arena of Glory. If you buy 1 card from everything I've recommended, it should be this one. It works with Kroxa. Like, it's so valuable. It's so good. It works with Karlach. Oh, God, that's broken. Here, actually, let's take out Death Kiss. I like Fiendish Duo. Death Kiss can come out. No, we don't run the other land that gives haste. That's what Expedition Map's for. The elemental one. Oh, Flamekin Village. No, that's actually a really good cut. Yeah, I like Flamekin Village. Target creature against haste until turn. Yeah, sure. I'm a fan. We can do that. So, we have another slot. Yes, we need Professional Facebreaker. It has Menace. It makes treasure tokens. It ramps you. It does everything you want. Like, literally, this lets you also cast Karazakar on curve. Perfect. There's also the stupid fucking Tiefling. That card's also $20, so add that one with a grain of salt. Scream Hireling. Stringbard is funny, but probably bad. Is that the goad one? Yeah. Spiteful Banditry is okay. I don't know if I like it in this deck that wants to, like, build up a board of 2/2s and then it rats for 2 and then you blow up your own board. Like, that kind of sucks. That's why I'm not big on the Spiteful here. J. Jonah Jameson. We do run a lot of menace creatures. You're not crazy for that one. Oh yeah, I'm aware. Random Scryfall card. Cockatrice! What a pull. A classic green flyer. So tired of Wizards of the Coast putting these goddamn color pipe breaks. Anyway, Krasakar is good to go. Alright, Mining Lad. We have a Minthara deck. Has every single deck today been black? Black, 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 black. Yes, every deck today has been black. Right. My longest living deck started off as a $20 budget brew. Its plans on beating face and utilizing tokens with high power matter cards in black to gain value. I've slowly removed the budget. I'm happy with the current iteration, but haven't added anything new because I've been focused on CEDH. It's bracket 2, everything that entails. Okay, great. So, I'm just going to play test this. I'd keep this. Draw. Sussur Secundi. I hate Windborn Muse. Okay, never mind. I'm revoking your fucking Windborn Muse privileges. Ideally, the hammers are more than a lot. Okay, so keep in mind we are bracket 2. We're not gonna make this stupid. That is my vow. Rachel for this turn. That being said, okay, we already have Sand Scout, Arid Archway. I don't know if I like hidden stockpile. Bracket 2 doesn't mean you have to be dog shit. Just making that clear. Can we add catch up dorks? I think we're already fine. We have Sand Scout already. We would rather be curving than ramping is my mind. Like, I don't know if I'd pay 2 mana for a treasure token, for instance. And I know how it works with Minthara and stuff. Like, I get it. However, something like Blood Pet's a lot better, which is already in the deck. Or like Forsaken Paladin, I guess, but I would rather there be like a Zula, not a Zulaport Cutthroat, sorry, Zentarum Bandit. Because this makes multiple treasures. Like, this is on par with the card I just cut. I really like the Sussur Secundi, and what I'm going to do is cut a swamp. And we're going to add a Weathered Wayfarer. Because I think the Sussur Secundi is so fun that I want you to be able to go grab this every game. Why do some of the Magic cards like the Commander look like that? There's a lot of different various arts of cards. Like switch printing. We can have this be the normal art. They need, by the way, motherfuckers, Wizards of the Coast, listen to me. You need to make a Minthara card that looks like her. This shit's pissing me off. You already did it for Karlach. You already did it for Asterion. When are we gonna get it for fucking Minthara? And here's the thing, Karlach and Asterion weren't even the worst ones. Like, Will needs some fucking help. Will does not look like Will. Funny thing about Sus is I don't like it that much. What do you fucking mean? This is the best card in your deck.
What? Also, I want you to put the lease in your deck. The lease makes a bunch of tokens, flying tokens. I understand. I hate the fact that it's sorcery speed. You turn a 1/1 that is getting pumped into a 5/1 into 5 cards for 3 mana, and you're like, I hate that deal. Bad deal. Bad deal. Just can't do it. Like, what do you mean? Also, Call to the Feast comes out. Increasing Devotion comes out. I think so. Like, also this. So Will of the Abzan. Grim Hireling. Starlight Spectacular. And Proliferate Angel is funny, you're right. That's Norn's Choir Master. I think what would be better is Metastatic. All right, let's play test the cards I just added. Grim Hireling is the most questionable because this card's very, very strong. But this card. Dink. Next turn. Reveal Swamp. Dink. Actually, let's do Zentarum Bandit. This turn. Attack with Zentarum Bandit. You don't block with your land or else for obvious reasons, hopefully. Treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minthara. Oop, end step. Permanent left this turn. Experience counter. Next turn. Plains. Attack with Zent Bandit. Make a treasure token because it doesn't have to hit you. You block. That's fine. 1, 2. Marble Diamond. Pass. End step. Get another experience counter. 1, 2. Batwing Broom your combat. Lazatep Quarry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carmen. Sack Treasure. Dink. Get another experience counter. Swing with Minthara. Ephemerate Minthara to protect it. Doesn't matter. This just Ephemerate Minthara, I guess. Windburst Kites. 1, 2, 3. Gets the Rai Monk. Resties can go on the bottom. Combat. Swing with Carmen. Who's a billion. Zentarum Bandit. 1, 2, 3. Hammers of Moradin. Marsh Flats. Do we have Surveillance? Yes, we do. Surveil 1. Rite of Oblivion. Graveyard that. Oop. Think. More experience counters, please. There's Crashing Drawbridge right on time. So that makes me a little bit questioning of this card. But here we have lethal on someone because we go swing, 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 swing. But also, get Sarai Monk, tap all your creatures. Yeah, we could animate the land too. Like this kills someone. And yeah, and look at what fucking Zentarum Bandit did, by the way. Zentarum Bandit is responsible for 3 of these experience counters. Whereas before that, like the 2 mana treasure was responsible for 0. Like, or would have been 1. Maybe 2 with Carmen. So Zentarum Bandit is fucking cracked. Trust me, you. Let's get rid of the Crashing Drawbridge. Not feeling it. I think like Chthonian Nightmare is like kind of up there as cards you want, but like it feels a little bit weird because I do like it indexed with mostly 3 drops. Which I guess you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 20 cards you can get back right away with the Nightmare. I don't know how to feel about that. We grab proliferating creatures, not a lot. We already have metastatic Evangel. I don't think you need any more. Maybe you run like Grateful Apparition. But I don't like that these don't start the chain. So I'm gonna play test a couple more times and see how I feel about these. God, this hand's almost capable with Castle Ardenvale. Alright, we'll keep this. Isolated Chapel. Windburst Kites. Hammers of Moradin. After tapping for mana. Recruiter the Guard. Let's get Grim Hireling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grim Hireling. Hammers of Moradin. Ding. Tap all your creatures. You hit all of your opponents, so treasures. Maybe you don't hit one of them. You still get 4 treasures in that case. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minthara. I've cut Grateful Apparition. Yeah, I know, but let's try it for a second. Minthara. Oh, Minthara trigger. You get an experience counter. Like, Grim Hireling seems stupid as fuck, by the way. Okay, great. Move to combat. Hammers of Moradin. Let's say we only get in on one opponent. Still 2 treasure tokens. Like, this feels pretty decent. Yeah, I can agree that Grateful Apparition maybe isn't doing it. Let's do Selfless Spirit, though. It's a flyer. It protects your board. It like... Perfect. Staff of Completion over a Mana Rock. No. The difference between 3 and 2 matters more than you're giving it credit for. I think this is good to go. Plus, Selfless Spirit, unlike Selfless Cliff Weaver, you can loop with Sun Titan, which is broken. Also, maybe Sun Titan should be Redemption Choir. I think you're going to get Coven every single game. And the lifelink's good, and... Dollmaker Shop, that's not bad. But... I don't have any other thought. Small Sun Titan, kind of cool. It's just Sun Titan. Like, it is as good, in my mind. Alright, but moving on. Thank you, Divining Lad, for getting a deck review. Are you doing Kiana Santiro today? Yeah, you're the last person I'm doing right now. Deck Quintessence. I imagine you're Deck Quintessence. Hello. This deck started because I loved the art on Dream Thrush. Where's Dream Thrush? Ah, okay, so we're land type manipulating. That's hilarious. Every single deck today was black, and this is all colors except. Khalid Podeva, thank you for subbing. And I wanted to make a deck that makes it a usable card, but to do that, I built Karma. God, I need to look up all these dog shit cards. Number of swamps here she controls. Karma and Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth deck. Urborg turns all lands into swamps, and Karma damages players based on how many swamps they control. Dream Thrush is useful here because it turns Urborg into a basic land on my untap step before Karma... Wait, no, that... Basically... Okay, so it overrides that. Unswamping my own lands. My dream is to cast Fractured Identity on my Karma and give everyone 3 Karma triggers on their upkeep. Ah, other than these 4 cards, I'm willing to change anything, including taking the overall deck in a brand new direction. I never bought a deck at this price point, so I'm looking for advice before I purchase it. I like to put together my Karma plus Urborg combo quickly, protect myself from the combos trigger. I have 2 or 3 fun backup plans. Okay. Please note Thunder Junction, Duskmorn, and any universes beyond. Not looking to make any power level higher than bracket 3. Okay. No Thunder Junction's fucking hilarious, by the way. I think you're the first person to ever give me that one. This is definitely like a 2 right now, but we can make it a 3 for sure. Oh, the Exodus 0 mana loop one. That's like a 2 to 3. It's somewhere in there. Just keep track of when you win by. And if it's around 7 to 8, I would always say that it's maybe a 3. Like, I would err on the side of it being a 3. But you could definitely brawl with 2s. And not, like, overpower the table too bad, in my opinion. No Duskmorn either is crazy. That's so funny. Okay, so... Target land becomes the basic land type of your choice until end of turn. So these both overlap. To be clear, this does work, chat. And any abilities, yes. Okay, great, we're good. I don't like Crashing Drawbridge. I don't like Dryad because it ruins your life. Why are you running Dryad? It makes Karma kill you. Each player loses 1 life for each swamp he or she controls. That's so cool. Oh, fuck. That's so funny. And I love this because Kiana, they ramp your opponents. Oh my god, this is so cool. They can fail to find. I like the path, though. You should be on wins. You should be on Winds of Abandon. No Swamp Benders, no UB. We can't run UB. And also, Swamp Benders only turns your lands into swamps. So yeah, great inclusion, friend. Yes, we're nuking ourselves indefinitely. Ramp the table, then sack my lands. I don't think you want to sack your lands at all. Like, I don't know if this is the correct... I like the Dream Thrush maneuver, because you don't thermonuclear bomb yourself. I like the Dream Thrush thing you have going on. I do not like the I'm going to sack all my lands idea. That's not the best idea, I feel. And also, don't run Ghostly Prisoner prop. Yeah. In love with this idea. Also... can't fucking stand the idea of sacking all my lands in response. Like, please, 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 please. All right. Root Weaver Druid. This is 3 mana do nothing. Let me hear me out, guys. There's like a lot of options for preventing all damage that would be dealt to you. And like we could just run one of those. Right? Like, I think the first, like, fog like that is kind of good. Blessed Respite doesn't prevent non-combat damage, which is what we needed to prevent. Solitary confinement. Yummy. This is a solitary confinement deck. Because on your end step, you draw a card that you can discard on your next turn, so you don't care that you skip your draw step. And then you just sit there while fucking Karma kills everyone. And then you can also tap Sarah Judge or Stern Judge as many times as you want. Angry Mob's already in the deck. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to you and creatures this turn. Sort MB. I'm pretty sure there is just a 1-mana 1 that works the best. Prevent all combat damage. So let's get through the word combat. Stern Judge is loss of life, right? Loses 1 life. Ah, bummer. Let's hit it with a life total can't change. There's like Surge of Salvation, Flare, Fortitude, T-Pro. Is there really not another one of these? I thought there was another one. That's fine. Why are we running Wheel Sun and Moon? I don't get that. Prevent all damage from a white source. That doesn't work the way you want it to, because it's going to prevent all damage from that white source for you as for your opponents as well. To you from a white source. My fault. No, that's correct. We can run Muddle. Naked Singularity is really weird, and I don't like that card, so I'm not going to put it in. Let's run Voyaging Satyr. I do think we run too many lands, by the way. Let's cut like a forest. Platinum Angel effects, they're fine. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't let your life go below 1. Yeah, I guess so. During your turn, prevent all damage that will be dealt to you. So that's bad. Like, that should probably, like, this already works better than that. No. Ghostly something or other. Spectral set please set whoa type instant prevent. What the fuck is the name of this card? I am losing it. Eerie Interference. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control by creatures. No, that doesn't count. D my X Melody. Thank you for supporting me on YouTube. Mana value 1, type Arcane, Prevent. Ethereal Haze. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by creatures this turn. Oh my god. Safe Passage. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control this turn. Sure. That's what we'll do. I think we should be Blaspheming. I feel like that's your best sweeper. I don't like these, like, whenever it becomes tapped. Deflecting Palm, that is cute, but it doesn't redirect some things that I wish it did. Also, by the way, Solitary Confinement, just like prevent all damage that be dealt to you, is dope. Riot Control isn't what we want in this deck. We want to prevent all damage. We've already done that now. Besides, Solitary Confinement's already the best thing that does that, so don't worry about it.
Quantum Riddler would be so good for this deck, it hurts. What this deck needs is Phyrexian Arenas, like legitimately. If we're a solitary confinement deck, we need Phyrexian Arenas. So what can we run? In you'll 4 mana or non-black. Red Siege. Oh, that's so expensive though. The old Sylvan Library. That. I mean, we are permitting all damage. Yeah, Sylvan Library. Palantir. Palantir's not good enough, I feel. Like, our mana value isn't high enough. But I do like the Sylvan Library recommendation. Because we, once again, we prevent all damage that we dealt to us. This is a Savins deck. Yeah, I like Quantum Riddler too. This would be such a good Quantum Riddler deck. However, I feel like that's like slightly too expensive of a card for what it's doing in this deck. I do really like Quantum Riddler in this deck, though. Visions of Phyrexia. No. Quain's like kind of there, maybe. The Meddler. Lauren! Yes, Lauren, thank God. Not good enough, by the way. No, we just run both. Also, I don't really like Conduit of Worlds. All right. Overgrowth. Also, let's get rid of Trace of Abundance. Because I want another important tracker. Like, I just want things that untap our lands. Wolf, Willow, Haven. Right? Just, like, stack up a land with a bunch of these enchantments. What's the ID equals Gruul, mana value equals 8? Not Borby. Deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of lands that players controls. Like, I feel like this is the perfect backup plan for your deck. Like, it's super expensive, so it doesn't, like, eat up a bunch of shit in your deck. And then also, it's a land. Like, it basic land cycles for 2. Okay, so I really like Urborg. Collective Voyage. I don't think that's forced, is it? Each player searches their library. Yeah, then they just decide not to if they're going to die to it. Okay. Wow, this deck's super cool. I didn't expect to like this much. I like the one basic mountain. However, I do think that yeah, let's go down Genstone Mine. I do like Genstone Mine, Kazul's Fury. Kazul's Furry, oh my goodness, blushes. Kazul's Fury. Uno MTG, thanks for rating. Kazul's Fury, though, lets us throw Angry Mob, which is something that's really good. No one would ever do that, no. And what's bad about that card, too, is they just get Wasteland and then waste you. Like, that's pretty brutal, right? Like, what if we just ran, like, Balaged Recovery? It's already in. Okay, beautiful. Elvish Reclaimer. Pretty good. So, what's the last deep cut here? We're karmaing, we're copying karma. Let's do like Shadow of the Second Sun. Right, we're doing all this enchantment stuff. Like, this one's pretty good. Lets you hold up instants, and then also, if you have a Court of Vantress, it's a value engine, and if you have Karma in Court of Vantress, then it gets silly. Mirror Maid, we already have Mirror Maid and Copy Enchantment in. Although, one of these should be Estrid's Invocation. Like, Estrid's Invocation's better than Copy Enchantment. And Shadow this... Oh, wait, no, but we can't run Shadow. And the reason why we can't run Shadow is because of Solitary Confinement. Does not work. Court of Vantress works, though. Let's just add Court of Ardenvale. Another good, like, Sun Titan-y, regrowthy effect. But it's tied to this. So now you have, if you have Monarchy, and then you also, on top of Monarchy, have Commander, then you can keep Solitary Confinement around forever. And then there you just wait for Karma to kill everyone. Alright, let's play test this. Draw. Think. Next turn. This needs to be a white-blue land. ID equals white-blue type land. Sea of Clouds. That's unfetchable. Are you shitting me? Type planes. What do we have in our deck? Oh, Rogren Triumph. Sure, that works. You see, we're Triumphs only kind of gamer here. Ivasa. Next turn. Spectre Scene. I hate Lotus Field. Do not run Lotus Field. Please. Don't run Lotus Field. Especially not in a 3-color deck where your commander has 3 colors. Like, this is not a Lotus Field deck. In fact, I want you to run Hallowed Fountain. Once again, I do not like the land cycling idea. Please don't sack your lands, all right? I want you to be gaining life or preventing damage. That's what how you want you to circumnavigate this. I am begging you. I'm begging you, please do not sack your lands. It's just not worth it. Sea of Clouds. Avamaya. Horton Tracker. Blue-red, 1/2. Wolf Willow Haven here. Untap. Dink. Recruiter of the Guard. Dream Thrush, I guess. Next turn. Day 2 life. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Muddle this mixture. Sylvan Scrying. Sylvan Scry. Urborg. 1. Already played a land this turn. Let's just drop the Dream Thrush. Next turn. Urborg. Red, white, green, blue. And we can just tap it like that. Janos and Tierno of Merlitas. Blue. Or blue-green. Yeah, damn. We don't have enough mana to cast Court of Vantress this turn. So I think you just pass after birds. You give your end step, draw a card. Then each player may put a land card from his or her hand. Next turn. Plains. All right, so this is what I was talking about earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Court of Vantress. 1, 2, 3. Solitary Confinement. We are now skipping our draw step. However, we have the Monarch. And so what we do is we end step draw a card. We end step draw a card. We don't put a land into play. Next turn, upkeep, we can sacrifice this. And we're also going to, beginning of your upkeep, choose another target enchantment. Yeah, no, so there's no reason to do that. But we do skip this draw step. We go green. We're untapped. Crop Rot, all of Heliod's Generosity away. Mana value or type land. So in hindsight, I should have gotten well, it's only turn 6. Okay, actually, we're like doing very well for ourselves. But in hindsight, I should have gotten Moonblessed Cleric with the Recruiter of the Guard. Oh, we don't have any other utility lands. Bummer. All right, anyway. Draw and end step. Put a land into play. Yeah, Sowing Microspawn too. Yeah, I should have gotten... We'd be fine if I got Moonblessed Cleric there, because then Karma would be in play and be nuking everyone. And be copying it with Court of Vantress. So, yep, in hindsight, should have gotten the Moonblessed Cleric to get Karma in play. So I don't think we need as many board wipes. Like, Winds of Abandon's doing this better than Vow of Loyalty is. I think I want you to be on Soul Herder. Is that insane? Because, like, it just goes super infinite with Recruiter. Which I do like quite a bit. You know what would be better is Delina. Delina's a 3-2, right? Yeah, okay, great. Okay, you Recruiter the Guard for Delina, and then Delina copies Recruiter of the Guard. And then in future turns, Delina copies shit like Angry Mob. Isn't Petrified Beeld better as a little bit of Urborg protection instead of Hollowed? No. The best Urborg protection is going to be a Echoing Deep. Echoing Deeps is the best one. All right, let's play Disses now. Would I keep this hand? I don't think so. I would keep this one, though. Dink, Dink, Sterling Grove. Other enchantments have Shroud. Ooh, hello. 1 green, Portent Tracker. White, Enlightened Tutor. Karma. Next turn. Echoing Deeps. And then you go 1, 2, 3. Overgrowth on Jetmir's Garden. Dink, add white, green, green. Or actually, let's put this on Command Tower. White, green, green. Blue, green, green. I guess we're just gonna drop Lore and Refine. Plains. You can target opponent, draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Janos and Tiro. And step, draw a card. Land into play. Path. So now we're just not running into any of our land tutors, which kind of blows. Blue, green, white. Draw a card. Okay, that's a land tutor. Because we can get Elvish Reclaimer off this. If we floated our mana better this turn, we could have Elvish Reclaimer right now. So let's do that. Dink, 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 dink. Sack planes, get Urborg, Tomb to Yawgmoth. 2, 3, 4. Collective Restraint, you can't attack me. Also draw a card. Oh, Mirror Maid. Blue. Ah, oh, damn. Only in hindsight. Oh, okay, but no. Dink, dink. Karma. And here's the coolest thing. Okay, so you have 2 karmas. It nukes everyone for twice the number of lands they have. And then here you can go upkeep. So upkeep. There's a trigger. Sack Urborg. Get Urza's Cave. Oh wait, no, get O-tag, bounce. Shroud? Shroud doesn't matter. Mirror Maid doesn't target. You need a bounce land in your deck. So the reason why you need a bounce land is you can bounce Echoing Deeps here, and then replay Echoing Deeps as land for turn off of that bounce land, and then have it re-enter as Urborg and repass. Yeah, so there's no Shroud though, by the way. This doesn't target. So one bounce land would be goated here. And I think the bounce land color should be blue-green. So Simic Growth Chamber. So maybe instead of Spar's Headquarters, you're on Simic Growth. As that one bounce land. Maybe keep Bountiful Promenade. Keep the Spars. All right. I think this deck's good to go though. I mean, you saw how well it worked actually that game. Like it did stuff, which is really all you can ask for. Safe Passage is the only questionable thing here. I think this should maybe be a Teferi's Protection. If you really wanted to ball out with that. Or maybe even like, yeah, I actually like the Riot Control suggestion. But besides that, that's set to go. All right, YouTube, we're done. Thank you so much for stopping by.